As you're developing your PDF portfolios within Acrobat 11, you'll need to keep in mind that not every reader of your documents will have Acrobat or Reader version 11, and you have to find a way to accommodate users of earlier versions of Acrobat and Reader in your distribution. We're looking here at the file newmemberpackage.pdf, which is located in the working files in the Chapter 8 folder and in the subfolder Portfolios. This is the view that you see when you open the file in Acrobat 11 or Acrobat 10. And if we switch over to Reader, we can see that with Reader 11 or even Reader 10, the view is identical. The major difference for users of Reader is that they don't have the Edit button here in the toolbar. However, if we were to open this file in Acrobat 9, it's going to look quite different. This is a screenshot because there isn't any way on Windows to install multiple versions of Acrobat. So in this case, this is a screen capture from a system running Acrobat 9, opening the very same portfolio. You can see here more of a thumbnail view, and there's a warning. This PDF portfolio appears to use a new format that this version of Acrobat doesn't support. Adobe recommends you upgrade. You can click through this warning, and you'll still have the ability to access all the files in this portfolio. It just doesn't look the same. You can click the thumbnails to bring up a preview. You can open individual files and so forth. So you have most of the basic functionality as well as the ability to access all your documents in various formats. Now, if you were to send this very same portfolio to someone who's using Acrobat or Reader 8, it's going to deteriorate a little further. In this case, Acrobat and Reader 9 at least had the concept of a PDF portfolio. They just didn't understand the new layouts in Acrobat 11. Prior to Acrobat 9, there wasn't a portfolio at all. Instead, you had a document package, which was a bunch of files consolidated together. So if you were to send this portfolio to a user of Reader or Acrobat 8, they're going to get this. It's functional, but it's not pretty. You can click any of the files in the list here to open them, just as you would if they were attachments. But all you have is this list of files and this giant Acrobat logo prompting you to upgrade. It's pretty pushy, and some people in corporate environments may not even be able to upgrade for various reasons. So how do we present the user with a more palatable and informational experience? We can change the section at the bottom to have it look more like this. Here we have an informational, customized message with our own theme and look and feel, and a little gentler message. It suggests that Acrobat 11 would be nice to get the maximum benefit from the portfolio, but you still have the ability to access all the files. So how do we get this into our document? If we go back to the new member package and go into edit mode, there's no provision in the layout tools for a cover sheet, but there's a hidden option. If we choose view and then portfolio, here we see cover sheet. And this is where we find the cover sheet that we saw a moment ago. We can replace this cover sheet with an entirely new file. If you watched the earlier video on extracting and replacing pages, you know that we can simply open the Page Thumbnails panel and right-click in Windows or Control-click on a Mac and choose Replace Pages from the context menu. Here we'll navigate to the working files in the Chapter 8 folder, and we'll go into the folder called Resources. Here we'll find a file called portfoliocover.pdf, and we'll open this. We'll choose to replace page 1 with our new file, and we'll click OK and confirm that. Now it's done. We can click here to close this view and return to the portfolio document, and there's no way to really test or see this other than to open this file on a machine with Acrobat or Reader 8. However, we have updated the file and we've added the cover, and we're set to gracefully inform the reader if they're using Reader 8 what this package is, what it's about, and how to get Reader 11 if they desire without making it sound like a mandatory upgrade. At this point, we've created our PDF portfolio. It's taking advantage of all of the features of Acrobat 11, and it's still accommodating the needs of users with earlier versions 10, 9, and 8.